Carl.
Present.
Commissioner Moretti has requested an excuse. Mr. Katz has requested an excuse. Ms. Jafer.
Here.
Chair Bell.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Thank you so much. Next item, please.
Approval of the minutes from the August 15, 2022 meeting.
Okay, hopefully everyone had an opportunity to look at the minutes.
So move.
It's been moved. There's support. Moved and supported. Any discussion on the minutes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain? Ayes have it.
So,
Sure, I'm sorry, look.
no, that's.
You can still, if you read them.
I did.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Right, next item, Madam Clerk.
Unfinished business, there is none listed. We are moving to new business. Item D1 is approval of the Wayne County Zoological Authority amended budget for fiscal year 2022.
Okay, so, correct me if I'm wrong, Madam Clerk, in past years, we have been deemed by the state, for not having a meeting to amend the budget. Obviously, because of how the funds come to us, we're passed through. But we do an estimate of what the budget is going to be because we don't actually have figures until the end of the year. So today's meeting is to make that amendment based on the dollars that we have, that we know that we have now. So we have the, okay, so the last page has the budget. So it has the amount collected by the property taxes, the amount distributed to the Zoological Authority, legal fees, which don't have any, the audit, and the difference is that $100.
Yes, I'm looking at basically expenses for the audit by $100. That was the fee that Mr. Terrell had charged for the prior audit.
So now we have the amended budget. Any questions from board members?
Madam Chair, I move that we approve the amended budget.
Okay, moved and supported that we amend the budget for fiscal year 2022. Any further discussion on that item? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Anyone wish to abstain?
Motion carries.
Okay, so since we are here, and obviously that was the only business that we had to approve today, I did request that someone from the zoo come and speak to us about some of the items that they're doing at the zoo. As you all know, they stay very busy between different fundraising walks and different fundraisers for the zoo itself and the animal program. So we have Mr. Robert Shoemaker, and I think that's Mr. Paul Good as well on Zoom. So at this time, we will turn it over to you gentlemen to give any updates that you may have from Zoom.
This is Paul Good, and I think it would, I don't have my.
I think you can hear us, Paul, but we can't hear you. So hold on
Oh,
one
I'm
second,
sorry.
I can hear you, Paul.
Okay, there is a, Robbie, why don't you go ahead and take the lead here while I try to figure
Sure.
this out?
Can everybody hear me okay there?
Paul, hold on for 1 second for us, please. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me at all, Alicia? Paul, I don't think they can hear me either.
Nah. I don't know what to do. Do you?
No. It says we're unmuted, so it could be something on their end.
And I can hear him coming through this
Can
laptop.
you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Can I move it? Oh, no. It's off of that. But I can hear him
Coming through there.
Mm-hmm.
Can the laptop move?
Okay, I just turned it up. Can you say something?
Hello.
Yeah.
All right, yay.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Now we can hear you. Can you move that on? Okay, hold on, 2 more seconds, Paul.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna mute myself, I have a little echo here. And as soon as we clear your face, I think it's. We want to be able to see your lovely face. You get that?
Well,
Yeah, okay. All right, go ahead, Paul, the floor is yours and.
okay. I want to let you all know that I am officially retired from the zoo. My last work day was Thursday. And I will be doing spot contracting work per Haley Murphy's instructions and desires for the next several months. But Robert, who is with me, is our Chief Financial Officer. I think you've heard him before. We're going to walk you through a very quick slide. It's kind of an update that we're giving to all the zoo authorities, and at some point we'll be providing a similar kind of an update to all of the commissions of the three counties. And that's something, Alicia, that you and I can talk about at a later time as to when the best time to do that might be, given their busy schedule. But the message from the zoo is pretty simple. The last time I gave a presentation, I was telling people we were almost at the level of the pre-pandemic. I think it's safe to say, and Robbie can confirm this, that we are now past the pandemic, at least in terms of our openness to the public, our set of events and activities are the full docket. This past year, our attendance is looking like it's going to be at 1.2 million people, which is, we were at 1.3, I believe, in 2019.
Yeah, that's correct, Paul. We were 1.33 in 2019, and we lived between 1.3 and 1.4 for the years prior to pandemic. So we think we're going to do 1.25 this year. I don't think we'll quite get to 1.3, but whether it's 1.2 or 1.3, either way, that's full operation for us. So
yeah, absolutely.
Getting back to that full complement of staffing, getting closer there, 50,000 member households, the full slate of events. Not that the zoo is ever dead, but the zoo is alive again. It's a wonderful place to be at right now, and an exciting time to be a part of it.
Robbie, have you pulled up the slideshow?
Yeah, it's not letting me share. I do have
Okay.
a deck that I can share if that's all right with the group. All right, it's going to let me now. Can everybody see my screen?
There we go.
There you go. We see.
Great. Yeah, so again, we're kind of considering this now post-pandemic, and whatever that new version of normal is, we're hopeful that in the next year to 2 years, we'll be back into that approaching 1.4 million in attendance. But even at 1.25 to 1.3, again, that's fully operational for us, and it's really exciting.
Yeah, go ahead, Robbie.
Want me to continue on, Paul? Yeah, I'm happy to do it.
Go ahead.
This was a big year for us to kind of reset and establish, how things were pre-pandemic and how they're going to be going forward. We had our AZA accreditation this year, and this is a big deal. It's an every 5-year process that we go through. It involves us putting together thousands of pages of documentation around every individual habitat we have, species we have, the safety procedures, our stewardship of funding, business practices, all of it. And we're happy to report that we received that accreditation again with flying colors, six consecutive time over 3 decades. There's only a handful of zoos that have had continuous accreditation for a 30-year period, and we're really proud to be a part of that group. So that's really exciting for us. With Dr. Murphy's arrival, strategic planning is underway. So I know Alicia and Mario have had the chance to sit in on some of that and be a part of those processes. And it's really exciting to see where we're heading moving forward. We did have a clean audit this past year. And again, that's an important thing for us. I believe that's 10 straight years of clean audits, which is really important to show that we're being financial stewards and strong financial stewards for everything we have here. And Charity Navigator and GuideStar gave us their highest ratings. So when people donate and they give their hard-earned dollars to the Detroit Zoo, whether it's in the form of a ticket or a donation, they know that we're doing right with that money. And we bring 89 cents of every dollar that comes into the Detroit Zoo is put right back into program services, which is a really high mark compared to others that we compare ourselves to. From a funding standpoint, just want to remind the group that we're so grateful for the millage dollars that come to the zoo. Without it, it'd be very difficult for us to operate. We operated this year on a $40 million budget. Of that, 27% of it comes from the Tri-County millage. $13 million, which is a lot of money. And of that, 9% of the 27% is from Wayne County. So the support of the Wayne County taxpayers makes up almost 10% of our budget. Very meaningful to what we do here at the Detroit Zoo and at the DZS. And we're really happy to share too that the county makes up 9% of our total budget, but we try to exceed that in terms of value to the county and to the taxpayers. 21% of our attendance comes from Wayne County. More than half of all school field trips come from Wayne County, and a large percentage of that from City of Detroit residents. 36% of our employees, including Paul and myself, reside in Wayne County. 35% of our vendors reside in Wayne County, of which many from the City of Detroit. And household memberships, 19% of our member households reside in Wayne County. So again, really positive numbers there to show that for the impact that Wayne County gives to us, we're able to provide more than that back. And that's always a goal of ours. From a programming standpoint, we have deep established connections with many organizations in Wayne County. Detroit Public Schools Community District, obviously we have entire grades that get to come see the zoo, and it's part of their formal curriculum. That's a partnership that we're really proud of. Northville Public Schools is another one where we get an entire grade here. There's multiple programs. There's engineering programs, Matrix Human Services, and the Boys and Girls Club. Access is another that we have a great partnership. And we're really proud to be a part of many aspects of the community, in particular in Wayne County. So our big project for the past year was the Belle Isle Nature Center. And I know we probably talked about that with this group multiple times, but we did a $2.5 million rehabilitation of that facility. How many in this group have been there? I guess I can't see everybody, so I can't see a show of hands. But I can tell you, if you haven't had a chance to get down there yet and check it out, it is an absolutely new facility. It's gorgeous. It's a great place for kids. We're able to tie in stories of the local region to this, of the City of Detroit skyline, places for kids to play, and bringing in new species into the Belle Isle Nature Center. It's a place where all are welcome. It's free of charge. So to put in, make a multi-million-dollar renovation and still have it be free of charge to, Wayne County residents and City of Detroit residents is something that's really important to us. Next year is going to be another fun year for us, though. We have Kid Zone that we're hoping to break ground on in early 2023. This is a $22 million project here at the Detroit Zoo campus. It's a 7-acre site that's right near our member entrance. So we see this as a place where kids can come and be kids and actually interact with animals in the form of a petting zoo and in the form of this is kind of new news, but a stingray touch tank where you can touch stingrays and bamboo sharks and feed them. Interactive experiences like this are not something that the zoo has done on large scale traditionally. So this is a new platform for us and something that we're really happy to be able to share with the community. And we think it's going to be huge. So we're hoping that that'll be open late in 2024. But again, a 7-acre site, we're 125 acres in total, but this 7 acres has such a strategic location. It's gonna be really hard to miss when you come to the zoo. And it's where I think all kids are going to want to spend their time when they come here. This is just a list of events that we have going on projected for 2023. Again, this is a full slate for us. So forget what the attendance number says. We are at full operation and it's really exciting. The one event I want to highlight here is you'll see one called Brick Live Exhibit. So you might recall that we had Dinosauria this year, and that was on a 5-acre trail here on grounds. We do that typically every 3rd or 4th year. And kids love it. It's a $6 ticket to get in. We do discounts for residents. And it's really a lot of fun, but we realized we have this 5-acre site that we weren't programming on a yearly basis. So next year we're bringing in what's called Brick Live. And I'm going to use the word once and then I can't say it again, but it is essentially Legos. So it's 70 Lego brick animals that will be scattered around the 5-acre trail. They'll be lit up. There'll be storytelling about it and be able to tie to our resident animal population here. I've seen it in person. It's phenomenal. It'll be one of the coolest things we've ever done here. So stay tuned for that between Memorial Day and Labor Day next year. And right now we have Wild Lights going on. So that's another one where if you haven't been to see Wild Lights yet, it's an incredible show this year. And we did activate that trail space that I just spoke of for that event. So there's an enchanted trail. It's all lit up. Very cool. And it ends up in our, what we used to call the dino tent is now the lodge. And in the lodge, you can sit down, have a cup of cocoa, listen to some music and relax after you've been braving the winter elements through Wild Lights. So with that, if anybody has any questions for myself or for Paul, happy to answer them.
Very exciting activities and events going on. Thank you for that. Mara and I were able to see the new nature center at the zoo. I built out a couple of weeks ago at the strategic planning, and it is wonderful. When my children were younger, we partake in a lot of the activities there. They're grumpy teenagers now, but when they were little, we used to enjoy going to the nature zoo. So it looked phenomenal with the $2 million in new renovations. So thank you for that. And I'm very excited about the Legos as well. That's going to be something new to our area that I think our young people and our families will enjoy. We did go through the Dinosauria this year, and that was awesome. And I have not done the winter lights yet. I don't know if
It's
anybody
awesome.
member have done that.
It's awesome. Yeah.
I know it every year. I say I'm going to go through there, and I have not. So since the weather's been more cooperative this year, maybe I can get to it before the end of the year this year. But a lot of great things going on at the zoo. We appreciate you sharing that. I don't know if you can share the slideshow with us or not. If you can email us,
Absolutely.
that'd be something for us to have, especially with the impact of Wayne County with the numbers. I think that'd be beneficial to the county commission and even to our constituents as we go out and speak about the zoo. So you can email that slide to us. That'd be greatly appreciated.
You got it.
This is your second time retiring, so is it for real this time?
Well, I don't know. I'm doing this today, so maybe it isn't.
So- Paul told us that his last day was going to be December 8th. And then he shared with me what his schedule was this week. And I said, well, Paul, that sounds like your real last day is December 19th now, because you have all this stuff scheduled. So we're not going to let Paul get too far away from us. Such a great advocate for the zoo. We like having him around.
All right, very good. Any questions from?
No questions, Madam Chair, but I would like to extend my congratulations and compliments to the staff at the zoo, Dr. Haley and her team, Robert and Paul and all the others with these numbers. It's incredible, especially with COVID hitting us as hard as it has. 1.25, even one, if it was just 1 point, that is incredible with what you guys have had to do, especially with the accreditation and the clean audit. So congratulations, and please extend our congratulations to the entire team.
We sure will. Thanks, Mario.
And then also, I would like to introduce you all to Ms. Angela J. French. This is her first meeting today. I don't know what your viewpoint is, but we're happy to have her here as a new board member. Paul, when you see him, even though you say he's retiring, I'm sure you'll see him again. And then Mr. Shoemaker. So we want to make sure that Angela gets acclimated to all the great things that the zoo is doing, and she's excited to be here. I don't know if you have any questions for Robert or Paul, Angela.
I don't have any questions, but I also patronize the zoo with all of my family and do a lot of events and enjoy them. So I also appreciated the data on the impact from Wayne County and on Wayne County, because that was very beneficial for my first meeting. So thank you for that. And congratulations, Paul.
Thank you.
Welcome to the group.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, again, thank you for all that you've done with the zoo. We look forward to seeing, I don't know if not Paul, but Robert, if you'll be coming back to us for our upcoming meetings, or you all decide who the lucky person will be. And then we'll speak offline about a presentation to the commission in the upcoming months.
Good,
Sounds good.
good.
Thanks, everybody, for your time today. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you all. Have a happy holiday. Thank you.
Yeah, happy
Yeah,
holidays,
happy
everybody.
holidays, everyone.
Thank you.
Very good. Good stuff. So, all right, next item.
So other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
Any other matters? Matters, anyone?
Matters.
Oh, yeah. Help me out here. So a schedule for next year. Normally, unfortunately, we don't give out a yearly schedule, but we probably should. So let's look forward to something like that coming in the email in the next few weeks. We don't have a lot of business per se. So I'm thinking maybe 3 times next year will be adequate. But if something comes up in which we do have to be more regularly, we'll absolutely let you know. So just look out for a schedule for next year. It'll probably be something like this December, May,
September, I think we met in September.
September, December, September, maybe May, just to kind of make sure we're covered with all of our bases. If a bill sends something, I'll make sure it's a good time for all.
Sounds good.
All right, any other item we want to discuss before we adjourn? Anything? Do you have any public comments? Anyone from the public? Any cards, any emails? Anybody who's in? Very good. All right. Is there a motion to adjourn? All right.
Support.
All right, meeting adjourned. Thank you all so much. Appreciate you. All right.